Feels just like velvet, a touch of the wind, then it's gone. Wish I could help it into my window of calm, one only to take the flame to the bridge of dawn. Feels just like velvet, touch of the wind, then it's gone.
Agora vai! All in the dance, all in the trance, all over around the world. Cause I want to. All in the dance, all in the trance, all over around the world. Cause I want to. One time for the girls that's marching forward. Two times for the boys that's walking forward. Three times for the ones do what they want to. Each time when I'm gonna do what I want to. I can do what I want to. I'm so nonchalant too. We global from LA to Paris, São Paulo.
Eu faço o que eu quero, eu sou muito louco. Tô no mundo inteiro, São Paulo pro todo.
You're perfect. Now work it. You're perfect. All around the world. You're perfect. Now work it. You're perfect. All around the world. All around the dance, all in the trance, all over around the world. Cause I want to. All in the dance, all in the trance, all over around the world. Cause I want to. All of the things I want, no need to hide from. Set my soul on fire from. All of the things I want, I'm willing to die for. I've been willing to die for. I can do what I want to. I'm so nonchalant too. We global from LA to Paris, São Paulo.
Eu faço o que eu quero, eu sou muito louco. Tô no mundo inteiro, São Paulo pro todo.
You're perfect. Now work it. You're perfect. All around the world. You're perfect. Now work it. You're perfect. All around the world. All around the
Agora vai! Agora vai!
You're perfect. Now work it. You're perfect. All around the world. You're perfect. Now work it. You're perfect. All around the world. All around the
Vai estar no mundo inteiro!
And welcome to the 2021 award ceremony for the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge. My name is Laura Dunham, and I'm the Associate Dean of the Schultz School of Entrepreneurship at the University of St. Thomas. And it is my great privilege and pleasure to welcome each and every one of you from every corner of our globe to this celebration. We're coming to you today from the vibrant Twin Cities of Minnesota, where we are convening together safely with proper COVID-19 protocols in place to celebrate our social innovators. And what a way to begin the celebration. Thank you to our wonderful partners, SHAPESHIFT Dance Company, for their rousing introduction. Audience, please use the chat box on the screen to share your enthusiasm, give them a shout out for their fantastic performance. Through their art, we wanted to share with you a bit about the creativity, energy, and spirit of our community. A community we had hoped to share with you in person, a community marked by great grace and beauty, by flaws and failings, a community that in the last year has faced with brutal rawness the disparities and inequities that still exist in our world, and the urgent need to redouble our efforts towards building a better, fairer world where all can flourish. This afternoon, we recognize and honor the work of young people striving to make a difference in the world as social innovators. It is truly inspiring to know that at this very moment, the lights burn bright across our world with the energy of this far-flung network, who've participated this week in the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge. And so, we reach out to all of you across our world today, our partners in this endeavor. We are separated by distance, but we are united in purpose to come together to advance the work of social change and to celebrate and support the entrepreneurial ingenuity, initiative, and courage in our rising generation of social innovators. As we gather here today, we at St. Thomas are mindful that we stand on the land, the ancestral and current homelands of the Dakota people, Minnesota Makoche. We also recognize the Ojibwe and Ho-Chunk. We offer our respect to their elders, both past and present, as well as future generations. We recognize that our presence here today is the result of ongoing exclusions and erasure of indigenous peoples who were the original stewards of this land. This land acknowledgement is one of the ways in which we work to educate the campus and community about this land and our relationships with it and each other. We welcome you all to this community and to the community of social entrepreneurs worldwide who are part of the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge Network. And now, to kick off this afternoon's celebration, I would like to welcome our hosts for the award ceremony, Clara Radloff, who's a current student at St. Thomas, and recent alumnus, Dominic Stewart.
Thank you for that warm welcome, Dr. Dunham. We are so happy to be here with you today and represent the community at the University of St. Thomas in the Minnesota Twin Cities. My name is Clara Radloff, and I'm heading into my 4th year at St. Thomas, majoring in entrepreneurship and minoring in women, gender, and sexuality studies. I'm so excited to be a part of this event as your host because I firmly believe that social innovation is so key to tackling some of the problems and inequities that plague our neighborhoods, communities, and society as a whole.
Hi everyone, I'll be your other host this afternoon. My name is Dominic Stewart, and I recently graduated from the University of St. Thomas here in Minnesota this past May with majors in actuarial science and French and minoring in interreligious studies and comparative theology. I appreciate this opportunity to be part of this event because while a student here at St. Thomas, I participated in the University Innovation Fellows Program, which developed my interest in innovation, sustainability, and design thinking. I am convinced that these are the necessary skills to create solutions for many of the problems we face today and will face in the future. It is so inspiring and reassuring to see all of the teams that are competing today with solutions to problems that will help ensure a better and more sustainable future for future years to come.
Creating sustainable change is in the DNA of the St. Thomas community. Under the leadership of our president, Dr. Julie Sullivan, in 2017, St. Thomas earned the esteemed designation of an Ashoka Changemaker campus, one we share with our partners at the University of San Diego. As Ashoka Changemaker institutions, we are dedicated to excellence in campus-wide social innovation and changemaking. And we have a feeling if you're joining us today, changemaking is pretty important to you too.
We'd love to hear where you're joining us from today. So please, use the chat box on the screen, share with us your location.
It is so awesome to see so many different places you all are joining us from today. Thank you for tuning in with us wherever you may be. While this is the first year the University of St. Thomas is hosting the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge, the competition is celebrating 10 years of supporting entrepreneurs.
At over 2,500 innovators strong, our network represents a diverse community of students and entrepreneurs connected by a passion for tackling the world's most complex problems. To date, more than $500,000 in seed funding has been awarded to winning teams. The University of St. Thomas is especially honored to host this year's virtual Global Finals, where 28 universities from 15 countries have convened virtually to push boundaries, build bonds, and inspire change. More than seed funding, the program provides an unparalleled opportunity for student entrepreneurs to join a network of global innovators.
Throughout this week, teams have not only showcased and pitched their outstanding ideas, but they've learned from peers all around the globe. In addition to the valuable feedback and engagement from our social entrepreneur judges, students participated in panel discussions and workshops on topics ranging from building a board of advisors to the role of social businesses can play in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why don't we take a moment to meet our global network and hear more about their experience with the challenge on their campuses.
Hi, I'm Becco Daniel from Louisville, Kentucky. I just wanted to take a quick moment, thank Ron Fowler, our benefactor, and to give a quick shout out to all the advisors from the University of Kentucky that have helped me and my team get this far.
Hello there. My name is Erede Srifi, and I'm here with my team members, Helena Insu and Estada Somensa. We are Team Bonamo from the University of Professional Studies, Accra, Ghana. First of all, we want to thank Ron Fowler, the brain behind this exceptional program for supporting innovators and entrepreneurs like ourselves. We also want to say a very big thank you to the University of Professional Studies, UPSC advisors and training team for their support and time dedicated to seeing us through the final stage of the 2021 cohort. We have learned a lot as a team and a social enterprise, and I am very, very much excited to be part of this challenge. Together, we can protect our environment and save our planet from pollution. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Emily Cooper, and I'm part of the Creative Charities team from Lexington, Kentucky. And I'd like to say a huge thank you to Ron Fowler, all my advisors and teachers, and my team for making this such an amazing experience for me. I've grown so much, not only with my skills in entrepreneurship, but also with problem solving and working with others. And I know those are skills I'll be able to take with me for the rest of my life. So I'd like to say a huge thank you, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the conference.
My company, Hypersigenics, is part of my identity because it combines everything that I care about with women empowerment and environmental action. And I'm really appreciative to have the opportunity to showcase this with GSIC. Thank you.
Hi, Cik here from Studio Dietitian Malaysia. Thank you so much Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge to come out with this very good event. For us, startup like us, we are supporting the SDG plan number 3 towards reducing the mortality related to nutrition diseases. So we learned a lot from this journey. Thank you so much Ron Fowler, the team organizer, Debbie, Nana. Hope to meet you guys soon after this pandemic era. Bye!
Hello, my name is Mason Hardesty, and I am Team Creative Charities, and I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, the United States of America, and Creative Charities matters a lot to me because people matter, and people's ideas matter, and Creative Charities provides people an opportunity to share their ideas with businesses who have the funding to be able to support those ideas and thus make a huge difference in the world that we live in.
Hi, we are Team Utopia from the Catholic University Institute of Boya in Cameroon.
And our project is centered on producing paper and paper packaging from alternative and eco-friendly resources.
We live in a country with a high rate of deforestation, and we are concerned for our future generations. So in our own little, we want to help solve this problem.
We are very grateful to our benefactor Ron Fowler for helping us to showcase this idea to the society. And we are also thankful to our mentors and to the Fowler team for helping us in the preparation of this competition.
We want to say thank you. Bye.
Clara, what an amazing network of innovators. No doubt our friends joining us at home agree. Audience, please feel free to use the chat box window to your right to share and shout out your encouragement and root for your teams.
It's been quite a week leading up to this day, and now just one question remains. Which teams will win a share of $61,500 in seed funding? And audience, our teams won't be the only ones winning prizes today. We have a special opportunity for you to win a prize as well. To be eligible, we want to see your engagement in the chat box, cheering on and encouraging our teams. 2 lucky winners will take home a selection of Cooley Cooley foods. Cooley Cooley was founded by Peace Corps volunteer Lisa Curtis. Lisa had a dream to use the nutritious leaves of the moringa tree to improve the lives of women in West Africa. Cooley Cooley's vision is to work with small farmers all over the world to drive economic growth, women's empowerment, and sustainable agricultural development. We are pleased to award 2 Cooley Cooley Meat Moringa Variety Pack, a retail value of $50. Each Meat Moringa pack includes samples of Cooley Cooley's pure organic moringa powder, organic energy shakes, organic green tea, wellness shots, and moringa energy bars. Additionally, Lisa has been kind enough to share a 20% discount to all attendees of our awards ceremony today. Even if you don't walk away with a giveaway, you can enjoy Cooley Cooley's nutritious products with the discount code Fowler at CooleyCooleyFoods.com. Be sure to use the code by July 31st. Thank you, Lisa and the Cooley Cooley team. We'll find out who our big winners are today later in the program, but first we'd like to introduce Nanaya Bunka, Fowler Competitions Program Manager at the University of St. Thomas, to tell us a little more about the competition.
Thanks, Clara and Dominique. As you've mentioned, it's been a big week for the Fowler GSIC, but campuses across our network were buzzing with competition activity almost a year ago. Participants submitted their concepts in early March through April, and a wonderful international community of faculty, entrepreneurs, and business leaders at each university served as campus finals judges with the difficult task of selecting the teams from each university to compete in the Global Finals this week. On Monday and Tuesday, we held our preliminary rounds of the finals. 49 teams pitched live to a total group of 63 judges who volunteered their time with us. These judges then determined the 12 teams that would move forward to the Changemaker round that was held yesterday. Thanks to the generosity of Ron and Alexis Fowler, teams who did not move forward to the Changemaker round but ranked high across the pitch days won $500 in cash awards. Additionally, 2 out of 49 finalist teams will be recognized for 2 special prizes, a Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award and a Women Innovators Award. And the winning teams will each receive $1,000 in cash awards. All 12 teams advancing to the Changemaker round are guaranteed a $1,000 cash prize, with $5,000 going to the 3rd place team, a $10,000 prize to the runner-up, and of course, we will soon find out which team will take home the top prize of $22,000 in cash. Regardless of who wins prizes, we will all leave this event today feeling more creative, more innovative, and more inspired. And no one more than our students. Fowler GSIC competitors tell us they gained several skills, including concept ideation, business modeling, competitive analysis, critical thinking, pitching, and so much more. Each team competing today engaged with one or more of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals to address a social or environmental problem. These 17 goals, adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015, provide a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet, now and into the future, popularly known as the world's to-do list. These goals represent an urgent call to action and recognize that ending poverty and other socioeconomic problems must go hand in hand with strategies to improve health and education, reduce inequality, and spur economic growth, all while tackling climate change and working to preserve our oceans and forests. They make bold demands of us, but here at the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge, our teams are answering that call. I can think of no one better than our president, Dr. Julie Sullivan, to share remarks on the impact of the competition. As an entrepreneur herself, leading innovation for academic excellence at St. Thomas, she understands the value of experiences for students to connect their education and passion to today's most pressing social problems. Please welcome Dr. Julie Sullivan.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 finals of the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge. As first-time hosts in the GSIC's impactful 10-year run, I also want to welcome you to the University of St. Thomas and the Twin Cities of Minnesota. As a global community, we have experienced and witnessed one of the most difficult years in our lifetimes. And we've been confronted by the truth of Dr. Martin Luther King's words when he said that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Amidst the loss and upheaval of the pandemic, our home state of Minnesota and diverse communities around the world also have experienced the hurt and trauma of systemic racism. But at the same time, we have seen flashes of hope in the brokenness, the power of positive community activism, and the ability of the human spirit to overcome and survive through adversity. We have seen just how interconnected we are and the purpose of our common humanity. In this global network of the Fowler GSIC, we are building a more united and sustainable future for all. We dream of a better world with the 28 other universities and student innovators who have joined us this year, in the belief that we can be the change we want to see. We come together today to celebrate the achievements of students across the globe who share the vision of pushing boundaries, building bonds, and inspiring change in our world. And we gather, albeit virtually, at the close of a remarkable week where these student leaders and their advisors have persevered through a challenging year to bring their ideas to a virtual stage. This wouldn't be possible without our longtime partnership and friendship with Ron and Alexis Fowler. Ron is a 1966 graduate of St. Thomas, Chairman and CEO of Liquid Investments, Inc., and Vice Chairman of the San Diego Padres. Entrepreneurship has been a core value in Ron's life. He has a true gift to see innovation and to find potential through creative problem solving. More importantly, he has made it a priority to share this gift by supporting entrepreneurial thinkers of all backgrounds to bring their minds and passion to the world's problems. Thank you, Ron and Alexis, for creating this platform that allows us to recognize and reward the spirit of entrepreneurship of our student teams. I want to thank our team at the Schultz School of Entrepreneurship for their tireless work on this competition, and our friends with the Center for Peace and Commerce at the University of San Diego for collaborating with us on this important effort. Through our partnership, we have expanded the reach and impact of this challenge to student innovators around the globe. Together, we are better. To our guests, thank you for supporting the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge and celebrating this global community of student changemakers. To our social entrepreneurs, congratulations on the courage, creativity, and grit that has brought you this far. I share in Ron's sentiments of you when he said, "It's truly special to see what the next generation is going to achieve. We're in very good hands with you." We're honored to be a part of your story and look forward to changing the world together, one social innovation at a time.
Thank you for those remarks, Dr. Sullivan. As President Sullivan mentioned, we are honored to partner with the University of San Diego to deliver the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge. In 2011, they delivered the first competition, then known as Social Innovation Challenge. The Social Innovation Challenge was designed to inspire university students to tackle humanity's pressing problems through social innovation and entrepreneurship. In 2014, the challenge grew to include local universities in San Diego, and in 2016 to include the Tijuana, Mexico region. In 2018, it was expanded again to include student teams from universities around the world, becoming the Global Social Innovation Challenge. And in 2019, thanks to Ron Fowler's generous support, the University of San Diego launched a partnership with the University of St. Thomas to amplify and improve the quality and quantity of entrepreneurial opportunities, expand national and international reach, and continue to build a global movement based on people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. Today we come together to celebrate the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge. I'd now like to welcome President of the University of San Diego, Dr. James Harris, to share some comments on the remarkable 10-year history of the competition.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for your wonderful remarks, President Sullivan. It's a pleasure to collaborate with the University of St. Thomas on the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge to harness the energy and expand the movement of social innovators around the world. As a fellow at Ashoka Changemaker University, our institutions are aligned in instilling in our students a constant striving to creatively solve challenges and make a difference in communities most in need. It is humbling to be joined by so many students who, in their own pockets of the world, come together with us in this mission. Over the past decade, the University of San Diego has worked with student innovators to support, recognize, and reward them for their contributions to social change. Since its inception, the competition has grown to a network of more than 2,500 innovators and reached 68 universities in 25 countries. And with the power of our partnership behind us, we're just getting started. We have learned in the last year that the entrepreneurial mindset is needed more than ever to help solve humanity's most urgent challenges. Curiosity, adaptability, resilience, grit, and most importantly, empathy. These are the competencies that lead to solutions which create lasting impact and change. Throughout this competition, students have honed those skills to solve complex problems with integrity, innovation, and ingenuity. Today, you'll have an opportunity to meet those change makers who are developing services and products for lasting impact. No doubt you will leave this afternoon feeling inspired by the work of our students. They are creating solutions for a brighter future and providing us all with hope for a better world. Enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Harris, for those inspiring words. We're grateful for your partnership in this competition. We're excited to introduce to you our alumni and global finalists so you can hear about the amazing ventures Dr. Harris referenced in his message. Throughout the program, you will get to meet our social innovators as well as hear the elevator pitches of this year's finalists. And after hearing each group of elevator pitches, we will ask you, our audience, to vote for your favorite venture. The winning teams from each group of pitches will be awarded with an additional prize of $500. So let's get started. Audience, we're going to kick things off with hearing from one of our alumni ventures, School for a Village, founded by Duke University student and 2019 alumna Anjali Gupta. School for a Village is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to bridging the gap in science and technology education through need-specific support. They work with secondary schools around the world to promote digital inclusion and quality education. Let's hear the inspiring story of what inspires their work and the impact they've made to date.
My name is Anjali, and I am an undergraduate student at Duke, along with being the founder of School for a Village. School for a Village is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that aims to bridge the gap in science and technology education for underserved secondary schools around the world. We work individually with schools in India and Kenya to really understand their local context, understand their needs, understand their stories, and then take all of that to best determine how to support them. I think oftentimes we have nonprofits that come into communities and don't really understand the local context and don't really understand the schools and the students that they aim to work with. And so for me, it was really important to make sure that we were as community-centric as possible. And so that means investing considerable time into understanding the schools, understanding the communities, understanding the students, because from that we can then design the best solutions, solutions that are driven by the community and that are owned by the community. But it's really important to me that we build a relationship with our communities and we build trust, and we have teams on the ground that go and visit the schools and get to know the students. We really prioritize being community-centric and staying in our schools long-term and just being there for them. So School for a Village is actually very deeply rooted in my family history. It, to me, represents my grandfather's legacy. My grandfather grew up in a community in India called Bajoy, and when he was a child, there was no school in that community. And so after he retired, he actually went back and decided to start a school there. And to me, in high school, I just really wanted to do whatever I could to support his school. And so at the time, that school was not completing the entirety of the national curriculum because they didn't have access to the science laboratory resources necessary. But at that point, I'd become so engrossed in this work and I just totally fell in love with it. And so I wanted to figure out how I could formalize upon that experience, and that's how School for a Village was born. And it's just been a really incredible journey. There was a project that we did a couple years ago at a school called Daraja Academy. They're an all-girls boarding school for students coming from homes of material poverty. And because they bring girls from all over the country, girls are coming in at different points where they have different backgrounds in their education. And so we worked to bring in a personalized virtual librarian system called Chuzito into that school so that we could then support the school and have the girls access resources that were better fit for their individual levels. And so that program has been absolutely incredible to see because it shows us that oftentimes solutions do exist in the world, right? It's just about getting those solutions to the right places. You know, oftentimes we talk to schools and we think, oh, we saw something that could be a perfect fit here. So it's very much focused on really trying to figure out where can we add value, and sometimes that means bringing in other solutions. And so to me, as we continue growing, my goal is very simple, and it's just to do more and to do it better, because there's always something to learn and there's always more that we can do.
What an amazing venture to kick off our showcase of social innovators. It's great to see the great work Anjali and the School for a Village team are doing. Now let's check out our first group of elevator pitches from this year's competition. The 12 Changemaker teams prepared 90-second elevator pitches showcasing their ventures. We will share their pitches in groups of 4, and at the end of each, we will ask our audience to vote for their favorite venture in each group of pitches. The winning team in each group will advance to the final round of voting, where they have the chance to receive an additional prize of $1,000. So without further ado, let's roll the first group of elevator pitches.
We, Arshi,
Anurag,
and Vivek, created Veditva, a mobile application to equip students with necessary computer knowledge.
80% of non-labor jobs require the use of computers. This is simply out of reach for 120 million students in India, as they do not have access to any kind of digital education. So to understand this further, we visited government schools in Karnataka and UP, 2 large states in India. We saw that nobody knew how to use a computer, and there were defunct computer labs in majority of schools. Under UN SDG 4 of quality education, we wanted to work towards providing computer education to underprivileged students and bridge the growing digital divide in India. And hence came Veditva. Veditva, Sanskrit for knowledge.
This app simulates the computer screen on our smartphone and teaches the course in an engaging, interactive and gamified manner. Courses range from basics to advanced and are also available in 20 different languages to ensure inclusivity. We also gamify the experience through group forums, personalized leaderboards, quizzes, and daily challenges.
The application receives revenue from reward ads and subscription from schools. With this, we are able to achieve payback under 5 years. Our app enables students to learn computers even without owning one. We believe that this transformational application will lead to a much required democratization of computer education and thus empowering millions of students.
Hi, my name is Pilile and I'm the founder and executive director of Govuga. We are a non-profit movement based in Swaziland in Southern Africa. And true to our name, Govuga, which means to fiercely protect, we are on a mission to protect the health and education of young women by delivering life-saving information that is relevant, relatable, and actionable. Young girls face an information gap that is negatively affecting their health and education. Most young girls in Swaziland would prefer to date an older man who is seen as mature and able to provide them with financial benefits. Yet there is in fact a 5 times higher risk of HIV infection from these relationships. Yet girls are unaware of this risk and they're not learning about it at school. We want to disrupt this status quo by going into schools and actually training and mentoring peer educators to deliver a proven sexual health curriculum. Furthermore, we'll give them the full creative license through design thinking to design a delivery that they know will resonate with their peers. Ultimately, our goal is to reduce teenage pregnancy rates by 60%, as well as the rate of new HIV infections by 50% by 2025. We're so excited for you to be part of our mission. Thank you.
My name is Kim Pendergrass, and together with Rose Greeley, we are launching Algaeon Materials. By now, we can all agree that plastic is a serious threat to our environment. 90% of petroleum-based plastics have never been recycled, and they can take up to 500 years to break down in landfills. This means that all the plastic ever created to date is still in existence. Plastic is polluting our land, clogging up our waterways, filling up our oceans, and even ending up in the food we consume. If we care about our future, we have to make a change. The good news is that there are regenerative solutions that already exist and support several of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. By leveraging the properties of ocean-derived materials like kelp, we can create sustainable, bio-innovative plastic alternatives. Caring about climate change and sustainability is no longer a nice-to-have for businesses. It's a must-have as organizations look to reduce their carbon footprint and become better corporate citizens. Companies need access to materials that meet their CSR goals and business needs. The materials have to be environmentally sustainable in the truest sense of the word. They have to protect the product, and they have to enhance the consumer experience. Our venture, Algaeon Materials, is leveraging ocean-derived materials to create sustainable solutions for these brands.
Hi, my name is Amy Helgeson.
And I'm Sarah Cha.
And we are social entrepreneurs seeking to eliminate the inequalities in the fashion industry for people living with disabilities.
And together, we are Label. Through extensive empathy interviewing, we found a common theme. People living with disabilities are unable to find clothing that matches their style, allows for independence, and meets their physical needs.
After speaking with fashion designers and disability advocates across the nation, we discovered that small adaptive brands already offer stylish, functional, and affordable clothing options. We asked ourselves, why is there such a significant disconnect between the disabled population and inclusive designers?
The answer is simple. Small brands need more resources to reach the people who need it most.
Thus, we created Label, an e-commerce marketplace that enables people living with disabilities to easily find stylish and accessible clothing.
Label provides a centralized site for small adaptive brands to sell their designs and connect with their intended market.
When customers visit Label's website, their experience begins with a style quiz, which matches them with the perfect designer based on style, physical needs, and budget.
For the 26% of adults in the United States living with a disability, our solution to the inequalities in the fashion industry will boost confidence, self-esteem, and independence.
Our team of fashion enthusiasts,
engineers,
strategists,
and programmers believe in human-centered design, and that's why we are the team to spark this change in retail.
Thank you.
Wow, those were terrific, don't you think? And audience, we need you to cast your vote for which pitch in the group inspired you the most. Get out your smartphones. Soon on your screen, you will see a QR code appear. Open the camera app on your phone and hold it up to the QR code. You'll be prompted to open a poll. When you open the poll, you will have the choice of voting for one of the 4 elevator pitches. You may also text your response to the number showing on the screen. When voting by text, you will enter either an A, B, C, or D for the team you would like to vote for. The letter corresponds to the team's pitch order. So for example, A is for the first pitch in the group. The team with the most votes will move on to a final round for the opportunity to win an additional award of $1,000. We'll give you a minute to open the poll and cast your vote.
I can already tell the audience is going to have a tough time voting for their favorite. These students are sure to make a big impact long after the competition ends. Speaking of, why don't we hear from another Fowler GSIC alum? In a few seconds, we'll be hearing from Team Charcoal, a 2018 alum and winner based in Ghana, West Africa, and winner of the General Impact Prize of $15,000. Let's hear what they've been up to since their big win.
I welcome you to Heritage Christian University College, Ghana. My name is Evans Kwache, alumni of the school. I studied human resource management and completed with a bachelor's degree. I'm a co-founder of Team Charcoal, together with other 2 colleagues, Benjamin Nketia and Austin Kabo. Team Charcoal was formed to contribute towards the achievement of 3 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, i.e. Goal number 3, good health and well-being for the people. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. Goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. Our mission is to support the Ghana West community to properly dispose human excreta and also convert human excreta into charcoal. Charcoal because about 60% of our population rely on charcoal as their cooking fuel. Team Charcoal was formed in 2018 to compete in the Global Social Innovation Challenge in San Diego. Our quest to support the management of sanitation was the focus. Team Charcoal has been able to put up our factory, which is situated behind the Heritage Christian University College. We have been able to import a carbonization machine for our factory, which will be in from today. My advice for students who want to be social entrepreneurs is that we should know that no idea is too small. We may start small, but end up big. Team Charcoal is using a stone to kill 3 birds. We are creating jobs for the young people. We are helping to reduce deforestation. We are also helping to protect the ecosystem of our environment. My advice also to students who get the opportunity to participate in the Global Social Innovation Challenge should not only focus on the prize money, but also appreciate the network that they can have with friends across the globe. Thank you.
These students are passionate about confronting the world's challenges. It's great to see Team Charcoal apply what they've learned through their Fowler GSIC experience and continue to grow in those skills as entrepreneurs determined to make the world a better place. Now, it's time to hear from the next set of Changemaker finalists and watch their elevator pitches. Audience, get ready to cast your vote after the video ends.
Environmental problems are caused by how we make things and how we dispose of them. With the advent of recycling, we found a partial solution by connecting the two. Unfortunately, as our economy moves more and more toward disposable consumerism, we are no longer reusing or even recycling one of the largest goods most of us use in our daily basis, our houses. Instead, investors and owners often abandon them, leaving them to decay into the toxic light, harming our communities' health and the environment. Across Puerto Rico, 1 in 3 houses is now vacant or abandoned. At the same time, too many people need affordable housings. Vivienda has created a social investment fund to address both. By partnering with governments, we will obtain vacant buildings at a very low cost. By using opportunity zones, we will attract investors and pay generous tax-free interest. The fund will enable us to rehabilitate buildings into homes for people who need them. By centering community members, Vivienda prevents gentrification and displacement, and instead invests in the sustainability of the community. By bringing together investors, governments, and community members, Vivienda will transform toxic blight into healthy homes for people who need them.
Yes, so did you know that 98% of farmers in Uganda cannot afford to buy enough seeds to plant on available space due to low income and high price volatility? This is a statistic sourced from World Bank report and the seed loan surveys that we managed to do in the last year. In Uganda still, 41% of the population is malnourished. And this is all due to a low harvest and poor access to seeds and fertilizers and trainings.
Seed loans is there to provide a solution. We offer microloans in the form of seeds to female smallholder farmers in rural Uganda. How does that work? We provide 10 kilograms of seeds to female farmers who then grow 100 kilograms and pay us back 20 kilograms. With that concept, we've reached over 200 farmers in the last year and have agreements with our partners to reach more than 2,000 farmers in 2022. Come, join us on our journey and grow seed loans big to empower every woman step by step. Thank you so much.
Change makers. I am called Mwiko Marcelo Spon and I'm here to represent Go Organic. Go Organic is an agricultural venture which is aimed at impacting, influencing, empowering and sustaining communities through the rearing of rabbits. Rabbits are such a prolific animal and they are low cost when it comes to rearing. And they can actually sit as a means to eradicate poverty, most especially in a context where we have high rates of unemployment, most especially with youth. The prolific nature of our rabbits, that is, it reproduces very fast and actually serves as a means of employment for locals. It has byproducts like manure, and urine, which can actually aid in agricultural processes, thus employing more farmers to produce organic food substances. This said and done, we are not only out to push boundaries, we are not only out to create new bonds, but we are out to inspire the change that will make the world a better place. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Aditi, one of the co-founders of Big and Mini, a company that creates meaningful, one-on-one connections between young and older adults. Imagine a world where a 71-year-old woman named Carol, who's just lost her family, moves into a nursing home and has nobody to talk to. Now, picture an 18-year-old college freshman, Avery, who came to campus and has struggled to find her place. Both have a similar feeling, loneliness. Now, this isn't hard to imagine because this is the reality for over 200 million Americans, including many of our own loved ones. That's why I co-founded Big and Mini, a platform that connects young adults, minis, and older adults, bigs, to combat loneliness and bridge the generation gap. So, how does it work? After signing up on our website, our matching algorithm automatically pairs bigs with minis with similar interests. When it comes time for their weekly chat, they simply click a link on their dashboard to access the video call. No downloads required. These calls are designed to foster long-term connection, regardless of background or location. Big and Mini is how we brought together Carol and Avery, a Big and Mini match. They've been meeting weekly for the past year, bonding over everything from pot pie to Faulkner. But their story isn't the only one. There's hundreds of more stories like this. Since their founding in April, we've had over 3,500 active Bigs and Minis, made over 1,400 matches from all 50 states and 60 countries, and achieved 12% weekly growth. We've also been featured in over 40 media outlets, including The Today Show. Join us in ending loneliness, one Big and Mini match at a time.
Another great group of elevator pitches. Audience, this is going to be one tough vote. Once again, please get out your smartphones, open the camera app on your phone, and hold it up to the QR code or text in your answer. We'll give you a minute to vote. With such a strong network of mentors and support, it's no surprise Fowler GSIC students continue to make an impact in their communities. Let's hear from Ireland-based alum Sensi to hear more about their story.
Hi, my name is Nathan Mazzici, co-founder of Sensi, an award-winning clean tech company from Dublin, Ireland. At Sensi, we develop smart reverse vending machines using visual AI, or smart RVMs for short. Our visual recognition technology can accept plastic PET bottles or aluminum cans in return for a digital voucher in the form of a QR code. In short, we reward people for recycling correctly. It's a win-win. How it works? Simply show your bottle or can to our machine. It will either accept it, open up the hatch, or reject it, keep the hatch closed. Then dispose the item and collect your reward. A great way to remember this is return and earn. We address the Sustainable Development Goal number 12, responsible consumption and production, and in particular the target to substantially reduce waste generation by the year 2030. And this is reflected in our mission statement, to empower recycling and reuse through technology. The idea for Sensi all started when I was representing Ireland at the Climate Launchpad Global Grand Finals in Edinburgh. I was attending various keynote speeches when one statistic really resonated and stuck with me, and that was globally we operate at just 9% circularity. So that's 9% of the 92.8 billion tons of material that enter the economy get reused and recycled. Only 9%. So I knew that needed to change. And so Sensi was born, to expedite that move to a circular economy. So we were initially focused on using our team's expertise in visual AI and IoT technologies to solve recycling challenges. We became very good at object recognition, generating a large data set of typically recycled items. The more we explored this space, and the better our technology became, the more we realized we had the tools to create a disruptive new smart machine in the reverse vending space. What makes us unique is that our smart RVMs are easy to pilot, easy to install, and easy to use. We also have patent-pending anti-fraud technology, and one of our biggest differentiators is that our machines can be configured to work with several types of items, regardless of whether or not they have a barcode, such as reusable coffee cups and reusable food containers. This is a really exciting space with massive growth potential, with global food brands such as McDonald's and Burger King trialing reusable solutions. Similarly, Starbucks have also brought out their Borrow a Cup initiative, and then there's the pioneers in this space, such as Just Salad, who brought out their reusable salad bowl 15 years ago. What I learned at the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge was that you had to take a pragmatic approach to building a social enterprise. So what does that mean? If you don't build a solid and sustainable business model, you will have zero impact. And that's because the company simply won't exist in years to come. So some advice I could give to the other students is about the importance of team. Building the right team is critical to any startup. And what you have to have, or what I've learned, is that you need to have three things. That's commitment, alignment of vision, and most importantly, complementary skill sets. So since the competition, we've raised investment, continued our product development, and built out the team. And what's next? We'll continue to work with both the Irish and Scottish governments ahead of the incoming deposit return schemes, and we're also expanding into the US, where we see great potential for our smart RVMs.
It's so great hearing these alumni updates. It's truly energizing the innovation present in this network. All right, audience, we have one last set of elevator pitches for you to vote on. You know the drill already. Get ready to cast your vote after this video.
Hi, I'm Adelie Solis. I'm representing HBN in this year's Virtual Global Finals. We are a team of aspiring entrepreneurs dedicated to promoting the health and well-being of our community by increasing the awareness and the accessibility in the mental health space for people of color. The HBN team has identified and proposed solutions to encompass 2 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Goal 3, good health and well-being, and Goal 10, reduced inequalities. Given 65 million plus people in the United States alone suffer from a mental health condition, HBN brings to you a culturally conversational chatbot designed to help all improve mental well-being. While we all face many shared biological and societal pressures that impact our mental health, we have directed our efforts towards supporting the Black community. The HBN application is the only culturally responsive artificial intelligence trained specifically with cultural awareness and empathy. We seek to alleviate the stigma and the financial burden of uplifting your mental wellness. We intend to launch the HBN application to our test market in August and utilize paid promotions via Google AdWords and Facebook and Instagram marketing to better understand our target audience. Thought about how the Black experience correlates with mental health? How about now?
Hi everyone, my name is Dunia Nizwara and I'm a co-founder of Bremo. Bremo is solving the problem of access to credit and a credit assessment system in West Africa by first tackling one basic need, rent and housing. I grew up in Nigeria. Until now, most tenants in Nigeria, Ghana, and parts of West Africa are required to pay their entire leases of 1 to 3 years upfront before they move into a house. Most tenants can barely afford this, and landlords are also stuck with a vacant apartments for a long time. As you can imagine, this is a huge problem, and it's mostly due to a lack of trust between landlords and tenants and the absence of a credit system. Bremo is bridging this gap by providing credit assessment, which lets renters be able to pay their rent monthly, making it more affordable, and also build credit for the long term. Landlords are assured of the credit worthiness of their tenants and also are able to fill their vacancies faster. This way, we not only help to meet the basic need of housing, but encourage the long-term social mobility that comes with access to credit for many other services. We're so excited to be building this in West Africa, and we hope that you join us.
Did you know that when you wash your car in your driveway or forget to pick up your pet droppings, that all of these liquids and solids eventually end up in a nearby waterway, unfiltered and untreated? Aloha, my name is Napi McKee, and I am the founder of Kaipono Solutions. Growing up in Hawaii, the ocean was my lifeline. I've seen it in every way imaginable, from crystal clear to looking like chocolate milk after pollutants have made their way through the thousands of stormwater outlets on the island. Only 12% of oil from the ocean comes from spills. The rest leak in from drains and rivers, which is a silent killer considering the fact that we now have 500 locations that are recorded as dead zones where marine life can no longer exist. Our solution to stormwater contamination is called Kaipono Solutions. We align with the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 6, clean water and sanitization. We knew that we had found a problem worth solving when we learned that 76% of civil and environmental engineers are unsatisfied with their current stormwater solutions. Today's products are expensive, faulty, high maintenance, and require heavy equipment for installation. We solve this problem by offering a 3-basin stormwater filtration system that reduces water contaminants through an engineered system. We're able to offer a solution that is 90% cheaper than our competitors and less than 1% of the spatial and environmental impact. We also have been able to achieve water quality that is around 26% of the drinking water standard. Please join us on our journey to save our waterways, one storm drain at a time. Thank you.
I've been using feminine hygiene products since middle school and had no idea what was in them. One day, I learned that tampons, pads, and liners don't have to disclose all of their ingredients, even though most of the products contain chemicals linked to toxic shock syndrome, cancer, hormone disruption, and fertility changes. On top of that, I also learned that US Femme Hygiene sends the plastic equivalent of the Titanic to the landfill and our oceans every year. My name is McKenna Avery, and my company, Hempers Hygienics, is revolutionizing the feminine hygiene industry by producing the first 100% hemp tampon alongside pads and liners. For the same price as other organic brands on the market, our product will be biodegradable, plastic-free, and contain 0 chemicals. We use hemp because it is carbon negative and compared to our main competitor, cotton, uses 1/5 the water, 1/3 the land, and doesn't require any chemicals to grow. The time is now, given that environmental, hemp, and feminist awareness are at an all-time high. The hemp market is projected to grow 80% in the next 5 years, and 70% of women are looking for an alternative to the harmful mainstream feminine products. Your support for our company is support for women worldwide and Sustainable Development Goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. Because at Hempers Hygienics, we believe that women should always know what they're putting in their bodies and be able to take care of the planet at the same time, period.
Another set of great pitches. Well, audience, you know what to do. Get out those phones, scan the QR code, or text in your response to vote for the team you want to see advance to the final round of voting for the chance to win a $1,000 Audience Choice Award. We'll give you a minute to vote. Now let's hear from another one of our Fowler GSIC alumni teams. I'm excited to share with you Braille Easy, a 2020 alumni team whose vision has become a reality. Braille Easy is a student team of computer scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs developing cutting-edge technology to to bridge socioeconomic gaps for the blind community in the US and abroad. The team was among our top 2 finalists last year and went on to win 3 awards at the Global Finals, placing among the top 5 out of over 40 teams that competed. The Fowler GSIC helped propel their vision to reshape technology for the blind. Let's hear their story.
I don't know what it would be like without Braille, because Braille has been my companion ever since as I was a kid. That independence that I've gained through Braille, that wouldn't be there. That confidence that I've gained through Braille, that wouldn't be there. I would just be stuck to more so audio technologies. I wouldn't know what it's like to actually touch the words on the page of a book.
My name is Ebenezer Ayana. I'm the founder of Braille Easy. I'm a senior computer science student at University of St. Thomas, graduating this May. I'm originally from Ethiopia as well. Braille Easy was an idea that I had ever since I was back in Ethiopia. One thing I saw in my country was for people with disabilities as a whole, technology was non-existent. I used to see people who had no legs having to crawl with their hands because they didn't have any wheelchairs. And these things provoked me to bridge the gap that exists in technology. And so when I came to America, I met with my co-founder, Amanda Baumgart, and we set out on this journey to create one product that helps bridge this gap for people with visual disabilities. So Braille Easy is a startup that aims to improve the lives of people with visual disabilities through a smartphone case. And the reason we came up with Braille Easy was because of the decreasing Braille literacy rates among the blind community. So we found that currently there's a 10% literacy rate in the blind community, even though Braille is important for the social and financial independence. And so we wanted to address this problem by creating a device that is easy to use, very novel, it uses very unique features, and helps blind individuals attain the best education and workplace opportunities. So we address the Sustainable Development Goals of 3, 4, 8, and 10, primarily number 10, which reduces inequalities, because as of now, for the blind community, learning is a huge problem because they are not receiving the same education as people with sight. When it comes to education, we think of reading and writing as very essential, but for the blind, they only receive education in audio primarily. We know that audio technology doesn't provide literacy. It's the same thing as saying, hey, teach your child with audio instead of going to school. That doesn't work.
When I was younger, I would always listen to audiobooks a lot. I know my dad and my mom, they would come into the room and they'd push the pause button on the player. I'd be like, Dad, Mom, why'd you push the pause button? It's like, we want you to read. I would have like a shelf of Braille books. The same Braille book that I have, I would have the audio versions. And so after they would hand me the same book and I would just start to read. That pushed me to want to read more books and publications. And so I think thirst for reading, I don't think I would have that without Braille.
We're creating it right now. We do have a prototype in place. That is, we're developing it. It is going to be a case which has solenoid actuated pins, and they would move through your fingertips and allow you to read Braille.
Over the past year, a lot of testing with the app and giving it a lot of feedback. And I'd like to say that the app, and both for iOS and Android, have come a long way, and it's really awesome to see that.
We are making progress with our prototypes. Also, we're working on getting grants from the government through the SBIR program. Equip many people with visual disabilities with Braille knowledge so that we can then move forward to having this product in businesses and giving it to schools. And so we can have these products in retail stores so that blind individuals can know the price of a product when they're shopping.
Braille is the only way that the blind can gain literacy. The blind are just learning through audio. They're only going to be listening, but they won't be understanding. And so Braille kind of fills that gap of trying to understand what the people are learning. Giving them Braille is another window to giving someone independence. Instead of having to rely on something else or someone else, they have the freedom to read whenever they want and whatever they want if it's available. Independence on its own is a big gift. That's the goal for any blind individual, is to do what anyone else can do, maybe even more efficiently.
Our students are passionate about confronting the world's challenges. It's great to see Ebenezer apply what he learned through his competition experience last year and continue to grow in those skills as an entrepreneur to make the world a better place. Well, audience, the results are in. You selected 3 teams you want to advance the one final round of voting. Here are your top 3 contenders for that $1,000 Audience Choice Award. We'll give you a minute to cast your vote.
While we wait for the Audience Choice poll results to come in, we'd like to introduce one last special guest, Mr. Ron Fowler. Ron is the force behind the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge. It is thanks to his generous spirit we are able to reach so many students around the world. Ron, thank you for joining us today. I'm going to turn it over to you now.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to everybody, whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, depending upon where we are in the world. So a couple of observations. First of all, I want to thank St. Thomas for what they did this week. It was an outstanding program, specifically Nana Ya, Banka, and Professor Laura Dunham. Outstanding. It was just more than I expected in terms of a virtual program. And I'd like to congratulate the 49 teams from the 15 countries. And I was going to spend a little more time talking about the 12 finalists, but you heard the elevator pitches. Obviously, these are people who I looked at problems with their mentors and came up with solutions for those problems. No woe is me, obviously. And when we look at the alumni, programs, Sensi was the first one I really was involved with, and it's wonderful to see where they are. It's wonderful to see the Braille Easy program, which is very special too. I think what this competition is all about is to encourage students and mentors to take their idealism, take their creativity and their vision, and look at the problems we have in this world and frankly figure out better ways to solve them or creative ways to solve them. And maybe they don't know all the things that are problematic going through it. So they just go forward and come up with meaningful solutions. They're passionate about it. And to see the 12 finalists today, to see the alumni, that's what this program is all about. I can't tell you how excited I am to see where it's gone. And again, I want to thank all of the teams for their participation. They truly are difference makers. One of the people that has not been acknowledged that I think we have to acknowledge is Patricia Marquez, who is the Dean of the Kroc School of Peace and Commerce at the University of San Diego. This concept was her idea many, many years ago. It was done on a lower key basis, and we're doing it now, but we took the concept and sort of put additional money against it to achieve what we were looking to do across a broader geography and across multiple schools versus just having a San Diego-based program. So, Patricia, I thank you for your vision that we're able to co-opt to a certain extent and extend it. And to Julie and Jim Harris, Julie and I go back to Ashoka at the University of San Diego many, many years ago. And to have Jim come in and embrace the Ashoka changemaker concept, I think that's what this program is all about, to take that concept even further. I can't tell you how excited I am, how delighted I am to see how the two universities have taken this program and run with it. And to be able to spend yesterday looking at the programs that were brought forward by the students, it's wow, this is really a great thing that we've accomplished. And it's truly the students and the universities that have done this. I've been privileged in my life, fortunate in my life to make a few bucks along the way. And I can't think of a better use of those funds than to do what we're doing here with the Global Concept Challenge. So congratulations to everybody who participated. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the finals award monies, and let's go forward and create great things. Thank you.
Ron, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here. I liked this morning a little bit time-wise better than yesterday.
I know, right? You spent the whole day with us. You are awesome. We're so glad that it worked out. And again, thank you for all that you're doing, for your support of this network. We're so grateful.
You're the people who are doing it. I'm happy to be involved.
I hope you're enjoying the show.
I love it. The program's been great, except for the short, fat guy. It's been going very well.
Well, thank you for those remarks, Ron, and for supporting this platform that allows us to recognize and reward the spirit of entrepreneurship of our teams. This competition has been quite the journey, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank the many people who helped prepare our students and lend their time and their talents to judge and offer feedback. Thank you to our friends at the University of San Diego. We are thankful to work with such great partners. University advisors, your role is so pivotal in providing thoughtful feedback to students as they work through their ventures. Finalist judges, you took time out of your busy lives this week to support our students and take on the difficult task of narrowing down to 12 changemaker teams. And our changemaker judges, Ron Fowler, Amy Goldman, Teddy Rouge, Richard Kofi. Many thanks for spending your day with us yesterday and for sharing your time and expertise to support our emerging entrepreneurs. It is the participation of experienced entrepreneurs and professionals like you that make this event so meaningful to our students. And finally, I want to give thanks again to our generous benefactors, Ron and Alexis Fowler. It is their generosity that powers this competition. This Fowler GSIC has inspired students to think harder, dig deeper, and pursue new ways to impact the world. Think of all the entrepreneurial energy we've brought to the world. And I am not the only one who would like to express gratitude. Next up, we'll get to hear again from our global network, reflecting on their experience with the challenge this year and what it meant to them to bring their ideas to a global stage.
Hello everyone, I'm Akmal Sabaruddin from the National University of Malaysia, or UKM. I would like to thank Ron Fowler, founder of Fowler Global Social Innovation Competition, for giving us opportunity to highlight our students' social innovation project in this prestigious competition. To UKM teams, Studio Dietitian Malaysia and MySight, good luck in the finals of Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge 2021.
Hi, I'm Roslyn.
Hi, I'm Becky.
And I'm Paige. And we are Team Throwaway,
a smart card technology that measures, manages, and reduces food waste at the grocery store level.
We are women scientists from the University of Texas at Austin, passionate about bridging science and sustainability. Come join us cleaning up aisle food waste.
And thank you so much to Ron Fowler and the FGSIC team for running behind the scenes. We're so excited and grateful to be here.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge, for allowing Jewel to represent UC San Diego and to represent the marginalized transgender community. I want to say a special thank you to Kim and Diana from UCSD. They've been with us from the beginning, and just to see an idea come into fruition to something that's somewhat malleable. It's still in the process, but we are very excited that they're still with us, they're still here, they're still accessible. Ron Fowler, thank you for creating an opportunity for startups and ventures like us to express how this business can make a social impact. Thank you so much from the bottom of the hearts of Jeweled to you. Bye.
On behalf of Golden Bio Company Limited, I would like to say a very big thank you to the benefactor of the Global Social Innovative Challenge, Mr. Ron Fowler, for giving us this opportunity to present our ideas.
Hi everyone, my name is Pilile and I am the founder and executive director of Govuga, a nonprofit based in the Kingdom of Eswatini, where our goal is to promote youth leadership through access to life-saving information. I care very deeply about the work that we do. We are on a mission to help girls and young women thrive, to empower them with the information that they need to make the right choices about their health and their education. I'm so excited to be participating this year, and good luck to all the teams. Thank you to the many, many people that have been part of this vision.
I'm Rose Greeley, and together with Kim Pendergrass, we are Algae Materials. We are so happy to be here and excited to see all of the innovation that the teams bring.
We're excited to present our solution for a bio-innovative plastic alternative. A special thank you to our advisors and mentors, Kim, Eric, Diana, Karen, John, Vanessa, Brant, Joyce, and Dennis. And thank you to Ron Fowler for making the Global Social Innovation Challenge possible.
CRB's participation in the Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge has been an amazing experience for the entire CRB community. As first-timers in this competition, we've had amazing experiences as students have had different views on how to solve real-life problems. It's been an awesome experience, and we want to thank, most especially the founder, Ron Fowler, for this amazing platform where young persons can come out to solve societal problems. Our students have not been left out in the whole process, and they are so excited to get to the finals. We also want to thank Nana Banka for all the support she's been giving us and the amazing weekly exchanges we've been having. It's been rich, and we've learned a lot from it. Thank you once again for having CYB on board, and we look forward to being at the top of this competition.
Well, audience, it's the time you've all been waiting for. Let's find out who is taking home awards this afternoon. To announce our first two awards of the day, the Women Innovators Award and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award, I would like to invite Jessica Cooley, Senior Director of the Schultz School of Entrepreneurship.
Thank you, Nanaya. It is my great pleasure to announce the awards of these two special prizes this afternoon. All teams competing this week were invited to submit to two special award tracks, the Women Innovators Award and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award. These submissions were assessed by a dedicated group of judges reviewing their 10-minute pitches to determine the winners. To be eligible for the consideration of the Women Innovators Award, the team submitting must be co-founded by a woman. I am pleased to announce the winner of the $1,000 Women Innovators Award as Govuka from Duke University. Congratulations, Govuka. Next up, we would like to recognize the winner of this year's DEI Award. Teams submitting to this category demonstrated a commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion through their ventures. We had 20 teams submit to this track. This year's prize of $1,000 goes to Meraki from CITES Universidad of Tijuana. Congrats, Meraki. Thank you to all of the teams who submitted for these special recognition awards. I would now like to turn it back to our MCs, Clara and Dominic, to announce the next set of awards.
Thank you, Jessica. We are just as excited as the student teams and audience to hear who is taking home the top prizes this afternoon. All week, we've challenged our student and student teams to be social. That is, to post on Instagram sharing their favorite part of competing in the Fowler GSIC. We saw so many creative submissions. Individual students and teams really went above and beyond, and we can feel the enthusiasm for the competition. I am pleased to announce our winners of both the team and individual Instagram challenge. Winning the $500 individual Instagram challenge prize this afternoon is Arshi Gupta from SP Jain. Congrats to Arshi. Next up, winning a prize of $500 in the Team Instagram Challenge goes to Team Utopia from CUIB Cameroon. Congratulations to both of our winners. Before I turn it over to Dominic to deliver the Audience Choice Award and Changemaker Award announcements, this seems like a good time to award 2 lucky audience members with a prize. Thank you for your engagements this afternoon, audience. Winning a Cooley Cooley gift box this afternoon are Juan F. Roach and Madison Grove. Congrats to Juan and Madison. We will be in touch with you to get you your prize.
And now let's end the suspense. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, the big reveal of the winning teams. Please welcome all of our Changemaker Round finalists to the virtual stage. Congratulations to all the top 12 teams for the great work that has brought you this far in the competition. I am pleased to share that all the top 12 teams in the Changemaker Round who do not win a first, second, or third place award will all still receive a prize of $1,000. And now, let's begin with the Audience Choice Award. Audience, this one was up to you. After watching elevator pitches from the 12 Changemaker Round teams, you chose the winner. Winning the $1,000 Audience Choice Award is... Team Congratulations, Team HBN.
Okay, here we go. Let's learn who is taking home our top 3 prizes. Each of these teams will bring home seed capital to continue to advance their ventures. In third place, winning a $5,000 cash award is Hempress Hygienics from San Diego State University.
And the Hempress team could not thank the Fowler GSIC enough for giving us this platform and really getting to share our company's mission. So thank you so much, and yay, thanks again.
Congratulations, Hempress Hygienics. And now, winning a $10,000 cash award for runner-up is Big and Mini from University of Texas, Austin.
Thank you so much. It's just been an amazing opportunity to compete among so many great and impactful teams. And for everyone who put Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge on, I mean, it's just been an incredible experience with all the judges and everything. So thank you so much again.
That's really been amazing.
Congratulations, Big and Mini. Congratulations again to all the teams for participating in the 2021 Fowler Global Social Innovation Challenge. And now let's learn who takes home the top prize. Winning the $22,000 Changemaker Award is...
Who is it?
Seed Loans from University of Oxford.
This is incredible. Thank you so much, and especially big shout out to all the amazing teams. We can't realize it, and you see here, there are much more teammates on the side from Uganda, especially, who are really driving what we're doing, and they can't be currently right now because they're sleeping. So they will wake up tomorrow morning to this great news. Thank you so much for organizing this challenge. It's a great pleasure, and thanks so much for all the teams. I hope to collaborate in the future, and all the best. Thank you.
Congratulations to our big winner, Seed Loans, and to all our winners today. Thank you for inspiring each and every one of us with your work. And best of luck as you continue to build your ventures and make positive change in the world. Thank you to all our Schultz School staff, our partners at the University of San Diego, and to all the advisors, judges, and donors who have supported this program. Special thanks to James Ursay of Coast and Metro for all their graphic designs for our program, and to William Drew for photography, for the beautiful pictures of the Twin Cities in our opening video. Thanks to all of you who joined today to support and celebrate our social innovators. Have a fun, safe, and healthy weekend. We look forward to seeing you in person at the University of San Diego next year.